Hello everyone, this is Madhu Kumar. In this video, we are going to be discussing about the political radicalization and the economic crisis in Germany. So let's get started. So there was a spartacist league which was formed in Germany, and this particular group of people wanted the change which Bolshevik wanted the change like the Bolshevik work on the patterns of the Bolshevik revolution. That means they wanted to bring a change in the Germany just like the way the Bolshevik party brought the change in Russia. So that's all about the Spartacist League. So the political atmosphere in Berlin was charged with the Soviet-style governance. Basically, it means that people wanted a group to rule over the country and not the Weimar Republic. But there were some people who were opposing this, who thought that the Weimar Republic has no fault in the defeating of Germany or in anything. That's why they supported them. So opposed to this were the Catholics, Democrats, and the Socialists. The Weimar Republic crushed the uprising which was taking place in Germany and the parts of it, and which was also taking place in Berlin, by the help of the war veterans, meaning the people who fought in the wars. All those chief people, with the help of those, they crushed the uprising which were taking place in the Berlin and the parts of Germany. So those groups of people, or the war veterans, the group of war veterans were called the Free Corps. With the help of these people, the Weimar Republic crushed the uprising taking place in the Berlin in Germany. The political radicalization was heightened by the economic crisis of the 1923, and Germany fought the war largely on loans. So Germany took loans from other countries, and then they fought the war. And then they paid the repatriation, meaning the compensation, in gold. So they paid all those countries from whom they have taken loans in gold, and it was all happening at the time. The gold resources were very much scarce, so you won't. In Germany, the resources was very much scarce. In 1923, Germany refused to pay the loan to the France, and that's why the France occupied or encroached the Ruhr, which was an leading industrial area of the Germany in the year 1923. So France occupied Ruhr, a leading industrial area, in 1923. So they took that area from Germany in that year. Germany was not in the condition to fight war with France, so that's why it decided to resist this movement of this action of France passively. So they didn't fought the war directly with France, but they did something other to make them agitated, to make the France agitated. So what they did was they issued the notes recklessly, meaning they issued a huge amount of note, and because of that the value of the German marks fell, and it fell hugely. Like, it was in April, the value of the US mark was 350,000. In August, it became 4,671,000, and at the end of the December, it was 98,860,000, and the figure had also run into trillions. So that was the condition of Germany at that time, and from all of the world, people gave sympathy to the German people, because they had to carry a lot of money to buy a single loaf of bread, because of the reason that now as there was hyperinflation. Meaning, what is inflation? Inflation is basically when the prices of the good rises, but the value and when the price of the good rises, then the value of the money decreases. Suppose if I buy one thing currently which is of 5 rupees, and if the price of that particular good will increase, then that means the money of the currency will decrease. So I will not be able to buy that particular good in 5 rupees. So think about that. So that was the situation of Russia, of Germany at that time. People were literally worried. And now, why were the prices of the goods increasing? The price of the goods were increasing because of the reason that people already had a lot of money, so they didn't want to gain much. Now people didn't want to go to work, and because of that, when one will not go to work, then many things will stop. Like, if a bread seller will not go to work, then what is going to happen? People are not going to get bread, and then people will require the bread seller is going to charge you more money, because he already has money, and because of that he does not need more. So because of that, if you want to buy a loaf of bread, you will have to persuade him and give him huge amount of money. So that is the reason why the value of the German marks fell. The US intervened and then it introduced the DOS plan, so which reworked the terms of repartition, and now Germany had to pay less amount of things, or give less amount of things to the allied powers. So it worked on the terms of repartition, and it eased the financial burdens on Germans. So that's all about that. Thank you for watching this video.